yours. You got it? There it is. Welcome to Education. I'm Kevin Smith.
And I'm Andy McElfresh.
Hey! Oh my God, we got some good crap to give away today, man. We've got a bunch of the same usual prizes and a bunch of cool new prizes. And so I'm rambling like I'm Tara Reid. Let me slow it down. We've got some very cool prizes that we just put together in this box like mere minutes ago, right before we left the house. I was busy this morning. I went to Disneyland with my kid. And then when we got back, we went to Veggie Girl. Now I sound like a brand whore. Fuck. Like I'm just naming brands and shit. Okay. But that was my morning and afternoon. And so then I got back. Andy came over. We put together the prize package and stuff, and now here we are. But Andy has been working overtime because he came up with a quiz full of fucking questions. Is that right?
Yes. This being a quiz that we're all at. I did. Yes, we have some real stumpers this time, but the idea of writing these questions is everybody's not going to know every question or every answer, but somebody in the room is going to know the answer to at least one of every single one. The questions are worded a lot better than how I was just talking.
Yeah, I was going to say, fuck. I handed you the mic to make sense of this all, and you're like, hamana. Couple of Tara Reids. All right, man, without further ado, we will jump into the quiz. Do you have the questions?
I do. They're right here, sir.
The Edge of My Pub quiz is about to begin, folks. Put your hands together so the folks at home know you're real. We are, as always, here at the Scum and Villainy Cantina on Hollywood Boulevard here in Hollywood, California, man. We got a nice crowd ready to play the game and stuff. We have 10 rounds of questions for you, all prepared by Professor Andrew McElfresh.
Not a real professor.
And boy, oh boy, at the end of each round, you're going to walk away with something. Did we pick out a wooden spoon or we did not?
I don't think we did a wooden spoon.
Fuck. We need a wooden spoon, JC. Like a shitty prize for the end, for the people that do the worst.
Okay, I'll come up with something.
All right.
I got some shitty stuff.
Yeah. The rest of the shit is all good prizes, man. 10 rounds of prizes. The first round, ladies and gentlemen, is the Terry Fox prep round. That's because we had a lot of extra uniforms for the Terry Fox prep school sequence in Yoga Hosers, a fuck ton. And so I said, let's make a whole round of questions about high school movies and or TV shows. Yes. And so the winner of this round walks away with 3 screen-used Terry Fox prep uniforms. Actual teenagers wore this shit,
Tops
folks.
and bottoms.
That's
and
right.
Sweat stains.
Yes.
So.
Some lady last week was like, mine's got stains. I was like, you're a bigger winner. Okay, so this week, Andy came up with questions for the Terry Fox round. Movies with high school in the title.
That should make it easy, right?
Very much. Instantly, your brain should be moving toward every, like, High School Musical.
Yeah. How many movies have the word high school in it?
And
that is not one of the questions. Don't start writing.
All right, fair enough. Here we go. Ready, folks? Do you have your cards? Put your phones down. Nobody could look up the answers. That would be flat out cheating. So
yes.
Phones down. Folks, if we see you using your phone, we're going to embarrass the fuck out of you in front of a bar full of nerds. Phones down, pens up as we begin round 1, the Terry Fox round. Put your hands together. Let's begin it with energy, man. Here we go. Terry Fox round. Yes. Yes, bitch. Here we go. Number 1, what is the full title of High School Musical 3?
Yes.
Looking for the full title.
You all saw it. We're all in this together.
I'm trying to think, and I can't remember. You've already stumped me. Fuck, I'm a loser. Number 2, what high school movie features 4 songs by the Ramones and 1 by Brian Eno?
Got an excited table over here on that one.
I was excited as well. If you could have saw the blood rush, it went right to my nipples because I knew the answer to this. What high school movie features 4 songs by the Ramones and 1 by Brian Eno? Meanwhile, number 3, here we go. What 2012 high school stoner movie featured Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa in title roles?
Yep. Real movie.
I'm thinking.
Not theatrical.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good to know. What 2012 high school stoner movie featured Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa in the title roles? And number 4, John Lovitz starred in what high school movie with Tia Carrera?
She was his love interest.
Really?
Yes.
You
It
actually
was preposterous.
Did you watch the movie or did you just
I
read
have
the
seen
credits?
that movie.
John Lovitz starred in what high school movie with Tia Carrera? Turns out to be Andy's favorite.
It's not my favorite.
And number 5, folks, the last question in the round. These are what, alts or
Those are for if
for
we
the,
have to
for the other thing? I was like, holy shit. Number 5, this is the one that closes out the round. Ready? Janine Garofalo, Cameron Manheim, and Alan Cumming were the supporting cast in what 1997 comedy starring an Oscar winner?
Ooh, what could it be?
I knew this right away.
Yeah.
Janine Garofalo, Cameron Manheim, and Alan Cumming were the supporting cast in what 1997 movie comedy starring an Oscar winner? Good pull. There you go, man. There are your 5 questions that make up round 1, the Terry Fox round. When you're done filling out your card, ladies and gentlemen, hold it up in the air and wave it like this. And Nate or Big Daddy Jimmy V are going to come by and grab your cards, take them in back, which is really the front, and tabulate them and figure out who wins the round. So when you're done finishing out your card, hold it on out, folks.
All right, finish those cards up.
And they will come collect them. How long does it take you to put together a list of questions?
To be honest, this one took about 6 hours.
Are you shitting me?
No.
That's a steep investment of time.
Well, I'm trying to keep the internet off my back, so every question I write, I have to go and research intensively.
Did you take shit for the last game at all? I know the previous game you took shit for the, what was it? The Friday the 13th.
Yes, it's still fresh. I still feel
You
it.
still feeling that?
No, the one I took shit for this time was that Amidala was her chosen princess name, but she was born with a different name. Padme Amidala. But I said, what is her maiden name? And legally, when a woman gets married, it's the name she has before she gets married.
So you were right and they were wrong?
Well, there's a gray area, but...
Whoa, that bell means nothing.
All right, is everybody in? We should count down and make sure all the cards are in.
Do we have all the cards in? Here we go. 5 seconds till this round closes, ladies and gentlemen. 5.
Any cards left?
4.
3.
2. 1. Fuck you. That round's over. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. We accomplished something. In the expanse of human endeavor, this is something. It is a minor accomplishment, but an accomplishment nonetheless. Shall we go through the answers now?
We shall.
All right, man. Help me out. You've got the answer key, Teach.
Uh,
Number 1. What is the full title of High School Musical 3, Andrew?
It is High School Musical 3, Senior Year, and we'll just take Senior Year as your... I know, it was a bittersweet time.
Wait, High School Musical 3, did they start in their sophomore year or something?
Well, I'm assuming if you work backwards, yes. But they never mentioned if they were sophomores in the first movie. As far as I recall, I only saw it 17 times because my kids were, 7 and 10 at the time.
I remember that shit. Wildcats. All right, here we go. What high school movie features 4 songs by the Ramones and 1 by Brian Eno? Andrew?
Well, the Ramones did the title song, and you might recall the song Rock and Roll High School.
Yes.
Rock, 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 rock and roll high school.
What 2012 high school stoner movie featured Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa in the title roles?
Why, that would be Mac and Devin Go to High School. We got some Mac and Devin fans back here.
Wow, I've never heard of that. Really?
Yeah, I watched it when I was doing that Snoop show, so I got, get a little insight.
What's it called?
Mac and Devin, Devin, Go to High School.
Peep it out. I just learned something. Number 4, John Lovitz starred in what high school movie with Tia Carrera?
You might remember his hilarious fro from the poster. Why, it was High School High.
High School
High.
I knew that. I didn't want to know it, but I knew it. And then number 5, Janine Garofalo, Cameron Manheim, and Alan Cumming were the supporting cast in what 1997 comedy starring an Oscar winner, and that would be fucking Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion.
That's right, Mira Sorvino.
Mira Sorvino had won the Oscar for Mighty Aphrodite.
Exactly.
And this was the project she did right afterwards.
Yeah.
Lisa Kudrow had been in the off-Broadway version of it, or There was a play. It was where I think they did it here in Los Angeles.
It's one of the 5.
She did it live. It was a live show, and she'd created that character, and somebody else did the other character, and then they kind of brought them together.
Oh, so
and
they
did the
developed
script.
They workshopped it at the
Here in
comedies.
Los Angeles, on like Sunset Boulevard, that old theater that's now knocked down. They built the big towers. That's like La Cienega. I forget what it was called, but yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
That's very cool. That's a little trivia for you folks.
You've got the card right there, which means we must have a winner.
We
Is
have a
there one
single card, which means a single winner with 4 correct answer.
Which
and
team is it, Andrew?
It is Quizervoir Dogs.
Quizervoir Dogs. Send a representative up. You have won these fine shirts. What up, Zach? Give it up for the winner of round 1, man. All right, but that shit's the past, and we don't live there. We're in the future, man. That means we're on to round 2. Round 2, ladies and gentlemen, is entitled Tease Me. This is the Tease Me round. That's because in this round, we give away T-shirts that I don't wear anymore because they're too big.
And Goodwill wouldn't take them.
Yeah, I've lost weight, so and Malcolm wouldn't take them. So you're looking at, like, this one is a 2XL T. I don't know where I got the T from. This one is a 3XL, as is the other one. There's a Captain America, an X-Men shirt, and this is an Avengers shirt, all from the fine DXL large man store where I do most of my shopping. These 3 shirts will be yours if you answer these 5 questions correctly. Place your phones down, ladies and gentlemen. Pick your pens or pencils up and get ready to answer me these questions 5. That doesn't really rhyme. Number 1.
But you have to say what it's about. The whole theme for the Tease round is about Ice-T, the rapper and actor.
You themed the whole thing to Ice-T.
Yes, Ice-T, ladies and gentlemen.
Andy wanted
pop culture
some
icon.
applause for being clever, so give him his fucking applause, man.
That was a cheap applause line for Ice-T.
All right, so all the questions have to do with Ice-T?
Yes.
Fuck, man. So if you don't know anything about Ice-T, you're fucked in this round. Here we go.
Gosh.
What is Ice-T's real first name? What is Ice-T's
Stand
real
by.
first name? Arnold Palmer.
Hey, Jimmy? Jimmy.
Jimmy, Big Daddy Jimmy V.
Big Daddy Jimmy V. Do you have your sheet? I need to see it. Questions and answers.
Is this correct? Should I keep going? Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with this.
Did you write these while you were drunk or something? Like,
No,
don't
I
remember that.
rewrote the questions many times.
Did you?
Yes.
All right, number 2, folks. Ice-T got his name from what pimp turned author whom Dave Chappelle lionizes in a recent Netflix comedy special?
So Ice-T, to honor a famous African-American writer who had been a pimp and a criminal most of his life, made his name Ice-T based on this guy's name. What is his name?
That's the question designed to fuck everybody.
Yes. Somebody might get it. I think there might be someone in the audience that knows that.
Number 3, what was the name of Ice-T's heavy metal group responsible for the release of Cop Killer, the song Cop Killer?
Started a whole feud with the LAPD with that one.
Ice-T had a heavy metal group. What was the name of that heavy metal group, man?
No copying on the papers over there.
Number 4, what character does Ice-T play on Law & Order, SVU? What character does Ice-T play on Law & Order, SVU?
You know, he's actually played it on 4 different TV shows.
Really?
Yeah, he was on 30 Rock as that character, on Chicago PD as that character, and on Law & Order. But for the last 9 years, he's played this character on Law & Order SVU.
You went deep on Ice-T, man. Mm-hmm. And number 5, who played the voice of Ice-T in an animated show that originally aired in 2015?
Animated show in 2015 that featured Ice-T as a character. I'm sure there might be a few people in the room that know that one.
Yes, but it's one thing to know that, but who played the voice of Ice-T?
I think an educated guess will get it right.
In an animated show that originally aired in 2015. That is question number 5, folks. That means all 5 questions of round 2, the Tease Me round, have been asked. So if you fill out your card, once you've got all your answers, hand them over to Big Daddy Jimmy V, or of course Nate, and they'll collect them, and then they'll tabulate them, and we'll figure out who the winner is, man. But that's all the questions we got from round 2.
Mm-hmm. And if you didn't like the iced tea round, the good thing about asking those questions is that we'll never ask them again.
That's true.
There will never be an iced tea round again.
There was silence fell over the crowd as we were all like, I don't know enough about iced tea.
Right. Unless like Boba Fett takes his helmet off or whatever, and it turns out to be iced tea. That's it for iced tea. We're done.
It'll never happen again. Hand in your cards, folks, so we can move forward and give you the answers.
All right,
to
everybody
that
in?
most difficult
You guys
of
good?
rounds.
Nobody? No more cards on this
Counting
side.
it down. End
Few
of the
cards
round
over here. Nate?
in 5 seconds.
Hang on, we've got the
Ooh,
Iceman
look at all
coming.
that ice. 5, 4. Help me count it down, kids. 3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
Bang! We did it. Put your hands together. We finished round 2. Fuck it. It's over. All right, Andy, this was a real nut biter of a round, so get ready to answer for yourself. What is Ice-T's real first name?
Tracy.
Is that right?
Yes.
You knew that? Yeah. I did not know
And his
that.
middle name is Lauren.
Tracy Lauren?
Both names that are both non-gender specific names. Just to elucidate.
Yeah, it's true. Ice-T got his name from what pimp-turned-author whom Dave Chappelle lionizes in a recent Netflix comedy special?
That would be Iceberg Slim. Iceberg Slim. No Iceberg Slim fans in the audience. He knew it, but she wouldn't let him write it down.
Number 3, what was the name of Ice-T's heavy metal group that was responsible for the release of the song Cop Killer?
Body Count.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Body
There we
count.
go, a little laugh or clap from over there.
Body count. Body count. I had that cassette. Number 4, what character does Ice-T play on Law and Order SVU?
All right, that is Finn Tutola, and we would take Finn or Detective Tutola.
And he's played that character on 4 different shows.
Yes.
And then number 5, who played the voice of Ice-T in an animated show that originally aired in 2015? Now, the show was Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Who did the voice?
And it was Dan Harmon who did Ice-T's voice.
Really?
Yes. Wow. Dan Harmon, who said that it was the biggest regret he had from the season is that he couldn't get the actual Ice-T to do it. So he has an open offer to Ice-T to be on Rick and Morty. And if he is, we're doing another Iced-T round.
That'll be
We're
the
not
reason.
doing another Iced-T round.
I know, everyone just gasped, like, never again, God damn it. There it is. Whoa,
Oh, shit.
What is this? That's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Does that mean there were a lot of people that... Did everybody win?
1,
2,
Finn was right, but yeah.
3. Help us out. What's going on? What are you muttering to yourself?
Yeah, so we have a bunch of teams. We'll do some playoffs here. We'll do slap in the desk.
How many?
Let's count them right now. Stand by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Jesus, man. There's only 3 shirts.
I love this answer for the cop killer question. The heavy metal group they put was There Goes the Neighborhood. Not?
All right, read off the names of the team. We will take 1 representative from each of the following teams. Right.
Ready? And let's get jumping up here. Short Troops.
Short Troops. We need a rep up here.
Short Troops. Reservoir Dogs. Quizzivar Dogs. Boo Earns.
Boo Earns. Great.
Admirable Snack Bar. That's funny.
Admirable Snack Bar. Get somebody up here.
It's a Twix. Let the Wookiee Win.
Let the Wookiee win. We'll take a representative up here.
Zuckus and Boss K.
Zuckus and Bosk. Not
Bosk or Boss K?
Bosk from fucking Empire. Boss
Sorry.
K.
Keystone Gin and Tonic.
Keystone Gin and Tonic?
Keystone Gin and Tonic.
Come on. All right, so we should have 7 people when all's said and done.
Yes.
1,
Do we
2,
have all 7?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jesus, that's a lot. All
Yeah.
right. How
Now-
do we do this?
Well, we'll ask the question. I'm going to ask the question, and you watch. And the person who slaps first, you pick them. Do not answer until Kevin picks you.
Okay, everybody's got to have a hand over the bar. Here we go. All right. Yours is kind of low, Jamie. There you go. All right, here we go, Andy. You got 7 hands ready to slam, and I'm looking at all of them.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
What does Ice-T's wife, Coco Austin, do for a living?
Reality TV?
I'm sorry, that is not her profession, no. Nope, I'm sorry.
Butt model?
She's a swimsuit model. Would you take butt model for swimsuit model?
Can you go butting in the ocean? No.
No. So I'm sorry. That is, no. So now that you know the answer, we have another question that we'll
All right,
all
so wait,
try
we got
for.
3 left? Because the other ones that answered incorrectly, they're out the round.
They're out the round, yes.
So now we got 3 people. Go sit down. Well done, folks. But the ones who have not, 3 left. Or 4.
4 left.
Here we go. Watching the hands.
What does SVU stand for?
Special
That is
Victims
correct.
Unit. Bang! You won the shirts. Give it up for her, man. What team? What is it? Brent, what was the team called? You guys are the Zuckers and Boss. Zuckers and Boss won the shirts, man. Give it up for them.
Was that Boss K?
Boss K. That was adorable, Boss K. That was like my dad going, like, pick up your Boss K figure. All right, here we go, folks. Round 3, man. This is called the Bratzi round because the winner of this round walks away with a screen-used Bratzi from the movie Yoga Hosers. Right there, man. Don't applaud. Nobody
That's
else
the
did
workout.
anyway.
That's the workout one.
Yeah, he's missing his little gear and stuff. But yeah, he was on set right there. You're going to walk away with a piece of cinema history, he said with a smile on his face. Round 3, the Bratzi round is always themed to monsters, and this time around the questions are themed specifically to sea monsters. So here we go, man. Phones down, pens up, get your cards ready, and answer this. Where were the location shots done for Jaws? Where was all the location shooting done for the motion picture Jaws?
You know, they did shoot on the Universal lot, but that was not location shooting.
Yeah, you don't have to explain that shit. These people are smart enough.
I was explaining it to you.
You don't ever got to explain Jaws to me, motherfucker. Here we go. Number 2. What cast member of Sharknado played the bad guy in the Andy McElfresh written White Chicks? The movie
Yes.
White Chicks. What cast member of Sharknado played the bad guy? Andy also worked on that script.
I did not work on Sharknado.
No, but on White Chicks.
I did. I wrote that script with Sean.
I'm just giving you credit.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Number 3, according to the Hollywood Reporter, who was originally cast to play the president in Sharknado 3, Oh Hell No, which was the name of the movie.
Yes, it was, and this was picked up by all of the newspapers because it turned out to be an interesting answer.
And what year is this?
2015.
2015. Who was originally cast to play the president in Sharknado 3? Number 4, what underwater monster movie's theme song, written and performed by one of the stars, features synchronized swimmers in its music video?
That question is dripping with clues. See, it's an underwater, so there was
That was
little...
good, man. What underwater monster movie's theme song, written and performed by one of the stars, features synchronized swimmers in its music video? Wow. Excuse me. Number 4 or 5. In 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, what creature does Captain Nemo slaughter in the Antarctic?
Big Slaughterfest in that famous science fiction book.
And this from the book?
It's from the book and
Did they
the
do it
movie.
in the movie as
yeah,
well?
They do.
How close to the movie is the book? Or book is the movie?
Like 60 years.
But are they?
There's differences. I don't know how much if there was all that beautiful upholstery in the book, but
I just learned today that there are massive differences between the movie Bedknobs and Broomsticks and the book Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
wow, which came out
Including
first?
the book. The kids never lived with Eglantine. They lived with their aunt, and she was the lady who lived next door.
Oh, that's
number
funny.
1. Bless you.
Well, I mean, like 101 Dalmatians.
Bless
The
you.
book came out after.
And
That's
did they
what I'm saying.
change it? The author
Nah,
was
it's-
like,
it's
I'm
the same.
making it 99 Dalmatians
Yeah.
because everyone loves 99. There it is, the end of the round, folks. Throw your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. If you got a pink card in it, or whatever color it is
All
this
right.
week, is it all pink? Give it up to Big Daddy, Jimmy V, and Nate. They will collect it from you, and they'll go tabulate our winner in the next room. And
All right, any cards up? Cards up, ladies and gentlemen.
end of the round in 5 seconds. 5,
5,
4,
4,
3, 2,
2,
1. Yeah, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. The end of a round. Put your hands together. We are accomplished. All right, Andy, take us there, man. Where were the location shots done for Jaws? I was going to say Martha's Vineyard.
It is Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard, yes. A good second guess question.
That's an East Coast thing. What cast member of Sharknado played the bad guy in White Chicks, Andy?
That would be the ubiquitous John Hurd.
John
Hurd.
Interesting.
Yes. Remember at the end of White Chicks at the white party, he was the guy that revealed that he was. Never mind.
Number 3, according to the Hollywood Reporter, who was originally cast to play the president in Sharknado 3? Oh, hell no.
Why, of all people, it was Donald Trump. Donald Trump was cast in Oh Hell No.
So what you're telling me is we're living in a Sharknado
That
reality?
is exactly correct.
Here we are. Watch the skies. Number 4, what underwater monster movie's theme song, written and performed by one of the stars, features synchronized swimmers in its music video?
Well, you know, LL Cool J was that singer, and he would not do the movie if he died in the movie, if the black guy died. So he agreed to do it if he lived to the end, and that movie was
The Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Wow, good poll. And I should have, I could have pieced that together if I reverse engineered it.
This synchronized swimming was the thrower. The other stuff was the clues.
Yeah. Number 5, in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, what creature does Captain Nemo slaughter in the Antarctic?
It is Kevin's favorite whale, the sperm whale. Sperm whale.
Wow.
Sperm whale.
He did that in the movie too?
You know what? I can't tell you if he did or not because.
But in the book?
In the book, he was trying to be a champion for the underdog, and the sperm whales were killing the Antarctic smaller whales, and so he took the Nautilus and using that sawtooth front of it, he just gored all of them and cut them all in half and killed hundreds of sperm whales.
That's in the book?
Yes, it is. The book's very exciting.
Wow. I mean, I don't know if I'd call that exciting, but I could see why Disney left that out of the movie. They're like, we shot it, but kids were crying through that whole scene.
Wow, the results are in.
Really?
We have 3 teams that will come up and compete for the Brazzi.
3 teams are going to compete for the Brazzi, folks, and Andy's going to tell you the name of those teams right now. They are
Team Ramrod.
Team Ramrod. Send a representative up here.
Obi-Wan Kaboozy.
Obi-Wan Kaboozy, send a representative up here.
Obi-Wan Kaboozy. These are not the shots you're looking for. Quizzivoir Dogs.
Quizzivoir Dogs did it again. Somebody send up Zach. Or somebody else. Hey.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Hands over the bar, gentlemen. I'm watching close. Andy's got a question for you. As soon as you think you know the answer, slam that bar hard, man. Winner walks away with that screen-used Brazzi. Andy, take it away.
This is a movie quote, and you have to get the quote exactly right. What does Chief Brody say after seeing the shark come up out of the water for the first time in Jaws?
I think we need a bigger boat.
I'm sorry, that's not exactly right.
I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
I'm sorry, it's you're going to need a bigger boat. So we'll go again. We'll get
we get to
somebody
go
vie for
again?
that. Yes, we do.
That was tricky.
What 2-time Oscar winner played Chief Brody in Jaws? 2-time Oscar winner?
Are you fuckers shitting me?
All that jazz?
You are not children of the 70s. No, you can't answer, Nate.
French Connection 2, all that jazz.
Can I answer?
You can.
Roy Scheider.
That is crazy business. I don't have another question, so let's do another Jaws question. Do you want to
Okay.
do? You pick it this time.
All right. Okay. You watch their hands. I'll do the
He
question.
said he didn't like Jaws, so he's already out.
You watch the hands. Ready?
Okay.
What is the last name of the boy whose mom slaps Chief Brody? You fuckers are breaking my heart. Yes. Brody? No.
No.
Smith? No, but good guess. Rodriguez. Kintner boy. Fuck, man.
Kintner boy.
Did you come up with another question?
Let's see.
No, we'll get there.
Let's see.
I mean, if they didn't get Roy Scheider, fuck.
Let's go with what was the name of the town, of the island that Jaws takes place on? Amity Island!
Said Amityville.
Amityville.
That's incorrect.
They're wrong. I was so excited to just say Amity Island that.
All
No,
right, here
you're
we go.
incorrect.
Hands over the bar. Ready? What is the name of the boat that Captain Quint takes out to sea with Brody and Hooper? Jesus, I can't be any more
Yes.
clear. It was also the name of a movie years later.
Not to be confused with a Richard Harris underwater monster movie about a creature that the boat was named after.
Y'all know Jaws is a shark, right?
Yeah.
Swamp monster.
This is actually the best thing that's ever happened to me.
All right,
No.
all right. Hold on.
No, the answer is everybody.
The orca.
Thank you.
Here you go. Then if you didn't get, all right. Jaws is based on a book written by what author? Peter Benchley. We got a winner, man. Thank God. My faith in humanity restored. Give it up for him.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So now you see, having Jaws expertise like that wins you a prize.
Yeah, man, it's worth it. What team won that?
What team were you on?
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan
Kaboozy
Kaboozy.
walked away with a Bratzi. Well done. All right, here we go. It only took 19 tries. Here we go, man. Round 4 is the Raw round, ladies and gentlemen. In the Raw round, you walk away the winner of this fine little weed package right here. It comes with a rolling tray, comes with a little tube holder, comes with a pocket ashtray, comes with essentially a kit to get you started in the world of competitive marijuana smoking.
Yes. And while it may seem that the decorations are nice, I feel like the fact that all the paper is all natural with no dyes or chemicals actually makes it more healthy to use.
You would think they were sponsoring us. They're not, but they do send me a lot of free
We're
stuff.
going for that sponsorship.
We do. We want them to realize what a good deal this is. So the Raw round, ladies and gentlemen, is always weed-related questions. And this week's weed-related questions are famous stoners. What is the...
Rolling Stone did a list of 50 famous stoners, and these are people from that list. So if you've... I just wanted to say somebody else's fault if they're not a stoner.
Oh, you're laying the blame on Rolling Stone?
Yes.
All right, from Rolling Stone, man, famous stoners. Andy's pulled 5 questions. Put your phones down, get your pens up. Here we go. Round 4 is about to begin. The Raw round doesn't get any rawer than this. Number 1, he did the original book and series, now hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson. That bell means absolutely nothing. He did the original book and series, now hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
And he was a stoner.
Famous stoner. All of these people are famous stoners. Number 2, real name Robert Zimmerman. He is rumored to have turned the Beatles onto pot. We're looking for the name of the guy whose real name is Robert Zimmerman.
And such a famous stoner, he turned the Beatles themselves onto pot.
He's got a different name you all know him by, and that's what we're looking for. Number 3, his father was convicted of assassination of federal judge John H. Wood Jr.
Super big stoner and famous.
I know this. His father was convicted of the assassination of federal judge John H. Wood Jr. Category 1 from famous stoners to depressing stoners.
Sorry. Assassination, there's, you know. It's
Number 4, he created the character Porthos.
the Porthos creator and famous stoner.
Is it?
He's
Yeah.
famous, and he was a stoner. Hence, famous stoner.
Is this the
Yes.
character I'm thinking of?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting to me. I'm going to learn something today. Number 5, the last question in the round, folks. He played Roger Murdoch in Airplane and was arrested several times for possession. This actor played Roger Murdoch in the movie Airplane, ! And was arrested several times for marijuana possession?
Marijuana possession, including 2 times at the Canadian border.
Are you shitting me?
No.
So he was arrested by the Canucks or the Americans?
I think the Canadians, on the way in, they saw him coming.
Interesting. All right, here we go, man. That's it. The end of the Raw round, round 4. Once you've filled out your card, hold it up, and Big Daddy Jimmy V there, or Nate, will come
All
collect
right.
those cards.
Got some cards over here.
Take them
Jimmy.
out back, and they'll tabulate
Good
the
to
shit
go.
out.
A lot of people scratching out and rewriting.
Really? You've seen
Nate, right?
people like correcting themselves?
Yes.
Going, oh, I'm not going to be
Scratching
tricked
out
by
the correct
McElfresh
answer.
again.
Putting the correct answer out and putting the wrong one in. Okay, we're everybody in. Looks like we don't have any more cards.
5 more seconds to the end of this round. Count it down, folks. 5, 4.
Oh, one more. 3,
3,
2,
2, 1. Hey, we did it,
we
man.
did it.
Round 4 is all done in the history books. You got your answer key, Prof?
I got it ready. Not a real prof.
Here we go. He did the original book and series, now hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson. The original book and series I believe you're talking about is Cosmos.
Cosmos, and that would be Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan. Billions.
Apparently a big
and
stoner, man.
Billions. He talks like a kid that got stoned for the first time in college and is looking at his hands.
It's
Billions.
true. It's
Imagine billions.
And when put through that filter, I had no idea. Suddenly it made a lot more sense. I was like, he was kind of stony.
Yeah.
Real name Robert Zimmerman. He's rumored to have turned the Beatles onto pot. I'm going to guess that this is the only Rob Zimmerman I know. Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan, ladies and gentlemen.
Bob Dylan's real name.
Pot smoker.
Secret identity Robert Zimmerman.
And it was David Bowie wrote an ode to him where he says, "Here's to Robert Zimmerman." Just so you know, there's a song that will commemorate
Check
it.
that out. All right, number 3. His father was convicted of assassination of federal judge John H. Wood Jr. I'm going to take a shot in the dark here, pun intended.
Yes.
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson, ironically named first name.
I got that right. I can't believe it, man. Yeah, that is kind of an ironic name, considering he killed the guy named Wood.
Yeah.
Ah, weird. Okay, number 4. He created the character of Porthos. Did he
That would be
also create D'Artagnan?
He did. Alexander Dumas
Was a stoner?
was a stoner. He wrote about smoking up the hemp.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, man. We're in good company.
We got some happy people over here who know their dumbass.
I heard some people
I mean,
applauding.
Dumas.
And then number 5, he played Roger Murdoch in Airplane and was arrested several times for possession. Is that Robert Hayes?
It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem
Oh,
Abdul-Jabbar.
that's right. He did. That's right. He had a weed thing at one point.
Yeah, you got the vector, Victor? Roger.
Yes. Oh my God. Wow. Excellent fucking pull. That was a nut biter. Nicely done. Nate giving a little piece of performance. Give it up for Nate, ladies and gentlemen. He collects your cards. One winner of that round?
Yes, one winner, and they got 4 correct. They thought instead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it was Steve Guttenberg.
He's not in
He's not even in the movie.
What? And all right. So who is it? Who's the winner?
The team is Boo Earns.
Boo Earns!
Boo Earns
Boo
themselves
Earns,
some.
Step forward and take your booty. Well done, my friend. Smoke up in good health. All right, man. We're at round 5, ladies and gentlemen, the epicenter of this little game of ours. Round 5 is the Edumacation round, man. It's the titular round, if you will. The round based on the podcast that is based on the book that is based on the podcast.
That
And
this
what
podcast is also based on.
It's also. This is the Edumacation book. Y'all see it. The winner of this round will walk away with 3 signed copies of Edumacation as written by Professor Andrew McElfresh. Give it up for Andy. He wrote a
real
book.
professor. With a beautiful foreword by Mr. Kevin Smith.
You could win this book, or you can go to Amazon right now and buy your own copy. So if you lose this round, don't worry. You can go buy one if you'd like, man. But we encourage that, not because it's a... Just get Andy's book.
Yeah. Or my friends in Philly can get it at the Franklin Institute, which now started selling it, which is my hometown science center. I'm sorry, but I feel like I have arrived.
Yeah, you certainly got the pity applause for it. All right, here we go, man. The education round is about to begin, and the category here, all the questions are derived from past episodes. No?
No, this is we're
From the
moving
book.
on to new territory. We do talk about two of these people in the book, but I thought I'd make a whole round out of celebrity inventors.
Celebrity inventors.
People who you wouldn't probably think were getting patents, but they were.
I bet you I know one of these.
Okay.
All right, here we go, man. Pens up. Phones down, and answer me these questions, 19. What's the name of the famous old Hollywood actress who is credited with creating Bluetooth in the new Netflix documentary Bombshell? There's a documentary on Netflix called Bombshell, and there's a famous old Hollywood actress.
It's old Hollywood. You're supposed to.
Old Hollywood actress. She's a
Yes.
famous old Hollywood actress from back in the day.
Yes.
Very back in the day. And she's credited with creating the modern day Bluetooth technology. What's
she
her
did.
name? Yeah, I know this story. Number 2, what director has a number of patents, including one for an underwater dolly?
And it's not like an underwater like Barbie doll. It's a dolly for cameras.
I thought you meant like an underwater Betsy Wetsy. What director has a number of patents, including one for an underwater dolly?
Why would you pick Betsy Wetsy? You wouldn't know if she was wetting underwater.
That's why it was a way home. Way home. I would get this one. I think so far I'm 2 for 2 in this.
Yeah, I
round.
know. But you know.
Number 3, famous for riding motorcycles. What actor patented his design for a bucket seat? Now this one I would take a shot in the dark at, but I think I might get. I didn't know about this bucket seat business, but most games are about guesswork to some degree. Can't know everything, right? Like I watch a lot of Jeopardy, and I would say 3 out of 10 are total guesses, and you know they're right.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. The rest of the 7 I know, so I know a lot of this, but this one would be a total guess. Number 4, this artist was famous for paintings with 4 faces. He also patented a watch with 5 faces. Who is it? This artist was famous for paintings with 4 faces, but he also patented a watch with 5 faces.
5-face watch.
I mean, I'm
Goes
shot
around your
in the-
wrist.
I'm
Feel
shot
like
in the
this.
dark
It's the
at night.
time. You can have like New York, Tokyo, Boston.
So it had 5 faces, and he
Yeah.
patented it.
He did patent it. Yes, sir.
Wow. And then finally, folks, the last question in the round 5, the education round. What famous rock and roller is a toy train nut, which means enthusiast, and has 7 patents related to model trains? Are you shitting me?
I am not shitting you.
This is the nut biter. I don't know this, and I couldn't guess it because it's too.
If you are a model train enthusiast, you are a nut. I'm going out on a limb with that one.
You're standing
We just
behind
lost all the model train enthusiasts.
Yeah, at home. They're like, fuck this show. What famous rock and roller is a toy train enthusiast and has 7 patents related to model trains? See, then I lose right there. I
Yeah.
don't get that one. Yeah. I don't know that at all. That's the end of your round, folks. The last question you're going to get. You can wait as long as you want, but there will not be another question in that round. That round is at an end. So when you're done finishing your filling out your card, hold it up, man, and the sweet Big Daddy Jimmy B or the sweet Nate are going to pick up your cards, take them out back, tabulate the fuck out of them, and tell us what the winner was or who the winner is. But in the meantime, I ask you, good sir, how is that documentary on Netflix?
It is excellent.
I know the
She is
story.
beautiful. She
I
has a
haven't
very
watched it.
strange origin. You know, her first movie she did was in Germany, and she was naked. It was like a nudie movie. And so when that followed her to Hollywood, you know, she escaped the Germans. She was of Jewish heritage, and she almost couldn't work. But luckily, she was incredibly beautiful and smart, so she ended up being famous.
That name, I just had a discussion about that name not related to her, but it's short for Hedwig.
Is it?
Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
I thought Hedra maybe or something.
Okay, any more cards left out there before
Cards
we start
in.
giving away the answers?
Counting out the end of the round in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
one.
Fuck that round, it's over. Put your hands together. We did something. Round 5, ladies and gentlemen. The Edumacation round, named for the book that's named for the podcast. Number 1, what's the name of the famous old Hollywood actress who is credited with creating Bluetooth in the new Netflix documentary Bombshell? Well, that would be Hedy Lamarr.
Hedy Lamarr.
Hedy Lamarr, ladies and gentlemen.
Not to be confused with Hedley Lamar from Blazing Saddles.
That's true. But now, explain the Bluetooth thing, because Bluetooth didn't exist then, but she created whatever it is that eventually...
For the military, she came up with a system that would work like a player piano, and it would switch around between frequencies using a similar system with a player piano. She worked with another inventor. They patented it, and it was ignored by the military, and then purchased and kept off the market by the military until it opened up after 50 years, and then it became Bluetooth.
That's so fucked up. She invented it 50 years before it
And
happened.
she made this much money from it. Absolutely nothing.
She didn't make any money on it.
Yeah, she spent money on it.
She gets all the credit now, though.
Yeah. A lot of
Big
good
ups,
does it.
Hetty. Let's see. Number 2. What director has a number of patents, including one for an underwater dolly? Why that has to be King of the World, James Cameron.
James Cameron.
Jim Cameron, ladies and
Invented
gentlemen.
for the movie
If
The
it has
Abyss.
anything to do with water, it's got to be Jim Cameron, man.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, famous for riding motorcycles, what actor patented his design for a bucket seat? I'm going to guess Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen is correct. Wow.
Good bull. Good
Did you
guess.
know that Highland Avenue and Santa Monica Avenue, that intersection is Steve McQueen Square?
Why?
It's just they named it after him. If you drive by, you look up on all the corners, and it says Steve McQueen Square on it.
I thought there was a story like, that's where he died, motherfucker. They just named it after him, for him.
That's your story? That's where he died, motherfucker.
Yeah. You have any details? No, motherfucker, that's where he died. This artist was famous, thank you, Nate. This artist was famous for paintings with 4 faces, but he also patented a watch with 5 faces, and that's got to be Andy Warhol?
Andy Warhol. That is correct.
So somewhere in the world there's a watch with 5 that goes all the way around your wrist?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. That's cute. Okay, and the last one was, what famous rock and roller is a toy train nut, has 7 patents related to model trains? I do not know this. You got to lose.
That would be Neil Young. Neil
Are
Young
you kidding me?
is a big model train enthusiast.
That's fucking worth
Yeah.
knowing, man. All right, so there were your answers for the round. It seems we got a few
That's where I got the line, it's better to burn out than it is to rust, from his little trains.
from there.
No.
How many winners you got?
Why, we have 2 winning teams, and
Ladies
that would
and
be
gentlemen, I will take a representative up here from the following teams. Andy?
Admirable Snack Bar
Admirable Snack Bar, get up here.
and Pirates of Alderaan. Pirates of
First
Alderaan.
appearance for the Pirates of Alderaan. Welcome up here.
I thought it was Pilates of Alderaan, but it was Pirates.
Pilates. All right, now if there's 2, do we still do the...
We can do the back and forth game now.
Yeah, do that one. That's fun.
Yeah, you do that.
I like that. All right, so in this game, it's what is it? Word association? They just go back and
In other
forth?
words, I'll give you a category, and you have to name something from the category. We'll go back and forth, and completely at random, I will start with you because I know there's a lot of answers to this one. So you'll begin, and you ready?
Face each other.
Face each other. This is head-to-head competition. The category we're playing is Steven Spielberg movies.
Steven Spielberg movies. So all you have to do is name Steven Spielberg movies at each other in a threatening way. We're going to start with you until you run out. Go.
Okay. Easy.
And hold on. Go. You got 3 seconds between each. 1, 2, 3. Did you lose already? What the fuck? Was that it? Oh my God, give it up for the winner, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, he's sharing the wealth. They're all
generosity.
winners.
Thank you so
Fantastic
much. Thank
job.
Well done, guys.
That was a spectacular flame out, man. You're like, until we forget them all. And then all of a sudden he was like,
Wait, I have to name a second one?
Yeah, there's more than one. Well done. Everybody walks away a winner. All right, the education round is over, folks. Round 6 begins, and this is genre gems. In the genre gems round, it changes from week to week, from genre to genre. The prize you're playing for are these 2 fine-ass fucking books from the good folks at Insight Editions. Heavy. Listen to this shit. Heavy-ass books, man. One about Ghostbusters, one about Back to the Future. These are coffee table books,
Yes.
motherfucker. You could put these out with pride and have people be like, ooh, he's a rich man. Look at how heavy
Yes.
these books are.
Inside Editions is a high-quality 4 or 6 color publisher, and we love them.
They're fantastic. They make fucking great books. So these 2 books are what you're going to win if you can answer these questions. Genre Gems, round 6. And the category is rom-coms. This week
Romantic
we're doing
comedies.
romantic comedies.
If you hated Ice-T, you are going to really hate this one.
This has very specific rules to it, so you might want to listen very closely as Andy explains what you have to do here. It's not a simple answer the question. Go ahead, tell him what it is.
Well, in romantic comedies, what happens is young actors tend to be in a number of them in a certain part of their career. So in this game, Kevin is going to read you 3 movie titles, and you have to name the actor that's in all 3 of those rom-coms.
Ah, that's what this is.
It's a little tricky one, but, we got to try some new stuff now and then.
Fair enough. I like it. All right, here we go. Question number 1, man. I'm going to give you 3 movie titles. You just have to write down the one actor and or actress
Correct.
that they share.
Or actress, not and or. There's not 2 people that answer it.
Okay, so just so
Actor
either
or actress.
Fair enough. We are separated by our common language. Here we go. Number 1. She's All That. Head Over Heels. Down to You.
A lot of She's All That fans in here.
I got that one right. I'm winning already. Number 2. Down to You. The Prince and Me. A Guy Thing. I sound like the movie phone dude.
Yes. Welcome to Movie Phone.
Most kids are like, what's that? Number 3. Well, I see what you're doing here. A Guy Thing. Heartbreakers. Kissing a Fool.
A Guy Thing, Heartbreakers, and Kissing a Fool.
Number 4. Kissing a Fool. Since You've Been Gone. The Pallbearer.
Probably his most famous rom-com.
Kissing a Fool. Since You've Been Gone. The Pallbearer. Yeah, I'd agree with that. And then number 5. The Pallbearer. Bounce. Thanks for Sharing.
So you see what I did there?
I did. I like
so
it.
the last clue in each one is the first clue in the next one.
But it has nothing to do with who the...
It's a different actor or actress. But I wanted to prove that if you were in a romantic comedy, you have herpes. Because they share it all. They're all in the same movies. It's
It's a
just a
very
big
tight pool.
stew of gross, super Hollywood herpes.
You've proven your point. You've shoved it right in the face of our betters. There it is, man. That's round 6.
Ooh, cards up. Everybody's going
Genre
fast on this
Gems,
one.
man. Cards in to Big Daddy Jimmy V and Nate, who will go tabulate, and then we'll find out who was great and won that round. Round 6, Genre Gems, is coming to a close, folks. Cards up. There's another card right there, Nate. Yon Way. And I think that's about it, man. So you got 5 seconds. Here
Any
we
more
go,
cards?
ladies and gentlemen. 5 seconds to the end of the round. 5.
Nope. Cards?
4.
One more
3,
card. One more card.
2, 1. It's over. Put your hands together, man. We got done with that shit. All right, Andy. This was good, man.
It was
I
tricky.
like this. Genre Gems, number 1. She's All That, Head Over Heels, Down to You. I'm going to say Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr., Mr.
Fuck,
Buffy
I know
himself.
my FPJ.
Yes.
God damn it, yes. All right.
All right.
The next one, Down to You, The Prince and Me, A Guy Thing.
Former rom-com queen Julia Stiles.
Wow.
Julia Stiles got some high fives on this table.
Good pull. I would have lost that one. This one I think I know. A Guy Thing, Heartbreakers, Kissing a Fool. Got to be Jason Lee.
That is Jason Lee himself, ladies and
Chasing Amy
gentlemen.
is Jason Lee. Number 4, Kissing a Fool, Since You've Been Gone, The Pallbearer. I'm going to say, can I take a guess? David Schwimmer?
David Schwimmer.
I got it. I know my Schwimmer. I'm swimming in it.
You're 3 for 4.
I'm crazy good at rom-coms. And
Yeah.
number 5, The Pallbearer, Bounce, and Thanks for Sharing. I was befuddled by this, except I could take a guess.
Do it.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
Gwyneth the Meneth herself.
Oh my God, man. Fucking A. All right, there it was, man. Round 6, Genre Gems. Well done, Andrew. Well put together.
A tricky one. I figured
That was
If I had
fun.
to suffer through the movies, you guys had to suffer through my questions.
That was fun and it was clever and it's resulted in one winner.
One winner.
We
with
need one
4.
representative from the following team to come up here and accept these 2 amazing Inside Editions books as your prize for the Genre Gems Round 6 Rom-Com Round. Andy, what team is that winner?
I want to be the first to extend congratulations to Team Ramrod.
Team Ramrod!
Ramrod.
Come on up and get your books.
Get your books, Team Ramrod. Well done, well done.
Well done.
Good job.
All right, man. Round 6 is in the books. Round 7 is about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. Round 7 we call the Smithsonian Museum Round. These are questions that have to do with me, Kevin Smith. And this week, it's about the movie Dogma. And you are going to be playing. You're going to be playing for this Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back Monopoly game signed by me and Mr. Jason Mewes. There it is right there. So these questions, I better get all these right.
I hope I got all of them right.
I know, right?
Shit.
Smithsonian Museum Round 7 is about to begin. Put your phones down, pick your pencils up, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, how much money does Rufus claim Jesus owes him? It's funny
I
because you
can't
have to
laugh at
say
it.
the line in your head, and then immediately you feel bad. How much money does Rufus claim Jesus owes him in Dogma? All these questions
Yes.
are Dogma related. Number 2, William Donahue ran what organization that famously protested Dogma without ever seeing it? I remember these
A
wonderful
lot
people.
of newspaper articles about it.
A lot of
Famous.
trees were felled by those folks as they went after us. Number 3, Silent Bob's line on the train is a reference to what movie that came out 10 years before Dogma?
Silent Bob doesn't talk much, but when he does, boy, does it count.
Usually he steals his lines from other movies. And in this case, he definitely did this. And it was from a movie that came out 10 years before Dogma came out. Number 4, what is the name of Cardinal Glick's PR campaign? I ace all of this.
Well,
What is the name of Cardinal Glick's PR campaign? And number 5, closing out the Smithsonian Museum round of all Dogma questions, according to IMDb, who was originally cast as God, prompting Jay to refer to the piano when he first sees her? So originally, somebody else was supposed to play God. The IMDb is technically, they're wrong. She wasn't cast, but it's who it was written for. Somebody the part of God was written for, and it's the reason that Jay makes a piano joke in the movie. If you know that, write it down on that little card, ladies and gentlemen, because that is the 5th and final question in the Smithsonian Museum round. That gets us through all your Dogma questions. When you fill out your card, hold it up. Big Daddy Jimmy V or Nate will collect it, I assure you. They will take it into the back, and they will figure out who is the smartest in the room when it comes to Kevin Smith. I would have won this round, hands down.
yeah, you did better on your questions about you this time than you did
Than
last
I did
time.
last time. I know. I was paying more attention this time around.
And I'm glad you're here to correct the IMDb when the IMDb got it wrong when the IMDb said that.
I'm always here to correct the IMDb, but you never have to because they're always so
They're
good.
always so good. It is one of the most excellent outfits that I can imagine.
Do you remember what life was like before you could fucking look up people's names? Like, you know, be like, who played
There
that
was
person?
life before that?
I know. We used to have to think real fucking hard. There it is, folks. If your cards are not handed in the next 5 seconds, you're going to miss out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck that round. It's over. Put your hands together, folks. We accomplished something. I don't even need the answer key for these. Ready?
Okay.
How much money does Rufus claim Jesus owes him? $12.
$12.
$12. That is a ad-libbed line. I did not write the line, particularly what comes in the first half of the line. Chris Rock ad-libbed that line in the moment, and I remember talking to him afterwards. And I was like, "It's a great fucking line. I can't use it in the movie." And he goes, "Why?" And I was like, "Because what am I supposed to do? Write on the script written by Kevin Smith with one line by Chris Rock?" And he goes, "Just don't fucking ever tell anybody."
Well, too late for that.
Yeah, I know. Just remembered he said that part. Here we go. Number 2. William Donahue ran what organization that famously protested Dogma without seeing it? That would be the Catholic League.
The Catholic.
The Catholic League was the answer we were looking for. Number 3, Silent Bob's line on the train is a reference to what movie that came out 10 years before? Why, that was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
And the line was?
No ticket.
No ticket.
Number 4, what is the name of Cardinal Glick's PR campaign? That would be Catholicism Wow with an exclamation point.
Exactly right.
Catholicism Wow.
We will take it without the exclamation point.
And number 5, according to IMDb, who was originally cast as God, prompting Jay to refer to the movie The Piano when he first sees her? And that answer, of course, is Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter.
It was written for Holly Hunter.
Because she
Holly
doesn't say
Hunter,
anything.
She passed on it because she had just done a movie with, well, maybe she passed on it because she's like, I didn't like the script. But she told us she passed on it because she had just done an Angel movie with Danny Boyle. What was the movie he did after Train Spotting? A Life Less Ordinary, I think it was called.
Yes.
In which she played an assassin angel.
Oh, that's so funny.
Her and what Delroy Lindo, I think, was the other one. So she was like, I just played an angel, so I don't want to play God. So
According to the IMDb, it was because she was pregnant.
no, that's a different story. Emma Thompson originally
pregnant.
agreed to play God. Alan Rickman was like, Emma Thompson's a friend of mine, and she'd love to play God. And I was like, call her, and shit. And so she was in, and then she was out.
She was the one that was pregnant.
She
I got
wrote
it wrong.
me a note, which I found recently, and she wrote it on Emma Thompson's stationery. It has an elephant on it. And it was about like, hey, I wanted to do this so badly. I love Alan. I think the script is funny, but I'm going to try to have a kid, so I'm going to bow out and stuff. And so I didn't, this is early days of the internet, like 1998 we were shooting that movie. So, you know, I fucking wrote on our message board like, oh, Emma Thompson was going to play God, but she's going to try to have a baby, so she's not going to play God. She's going to drop out. And the next day, like everyone showed up at her front door in England, all the press going like, are you having a baby? You know, shit like that. So she called up and she was like, could you not tell people what I said? And I said, yeah, oh my God, I'm so sorry. In any event, you got a winner?
We have 2 teams that got 4 answers correct on that one.
2 teams competing for this fucking signed by Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes Monopoly Edition, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. What are the 2 teams? Give me one representative from each of the following teams. Andrew McElfresh.
Quizavoir Dogs.
Quizavoir Dogs, get up here.
And Qui-Gon Gin and Tonic.
Qui-Gon Gin and Tonic, get up
Yes.
here. You're playing for the ultimate booty. All right, this is the word association.
We'll go back and forth with this one.
This is the back and forth, man. Face each other in the octagon of death as Andy gives you a word association game that he's at the ready.
You ready?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You got it?
The category here is name movies where animals talk.
Okay, 3 seconds between each. Go.
Band-Aid. Okay. Snow White. Dogs. Cats and dogs. Isn't The Secret Life of Pets?
Yes?
Yes? Yeah.
The Secret of NIM.
Ooh, that's a good pull.
Man! You got it, man.
Nicely done.
Give it up for him. He won Monopoly, man. Excellent job.
Good job, good job, good job.
Excellent job. That's fucking tough, man. It's like you crumble in the moment because you're like, oh my God, animals, they're in every movie. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a second. I was thrown by Secret of NIMH. That would have thrown me. I was like, fucking Secret of NIMH. Where'd that come from?
I think once you get to Madagascar, you're going to do a whole run.
That's true. All right, man. That was round 7. Round 8 is about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. And round 8, I can't get my papers open. What is round 8, Andy?
It's the Kessel Run. The Kessel Run. Special in our hearts here at the Scum and Villainy Cantina.
That's right. Here at the Scum and Villainy Cantina, we all get to take the Kessel Run together in round 8. What we're playing for, ladies and gentlemen, is a very specific yet cool prize. These are a pair of BB-8 sneakers.
Yes.
They're made by a company called Pozu. What size? Size 43 in Europe.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means in
Or
America.
Dantooine. I think they're 43s.
But I would imagine if they were given to me, 10s. I
Okay.
think they're 9.5s or 10s, somewhere in that category. So I never wore them. Brand new pair of BB-8s, man.
And Kevin got them because BB-8 could not wear them.
He tried that joke on me at home.
You got to laugh. You had a little thing on your
You
nose.
tested it out on me. I didn't know I was being used. All right, here we go. Let's all take the Kessel Run together. Put your fucking phones down, get your fucking pens up, and get ready to take this test. Number 1, the cell block in episode 4 is a reference to what George Lucas film? Come on, any Star Wars fan worth their salt knows this.
Don't make them feel bad.
Don't look it up. You don't need to look this up. You know it. Number 2, according to George Lucas at a 2015 convention, who or what is Jar Jar Binks based on? George Lucas was at a 2015 convention.
Do you know this?
And he said, in response to a question, I would imagine, who or what is Jar Jar Binks based on? Number 3, what Star Wars character did J.J. Abrams stick in Star Trek Into Darkness 2 years before making The Force Awakens? I didn't know this.
Are you saying that there's a Star Wars character in a Star Trek movie?
Is that true?
That is true.
Wow. I'm going to learn something today. What Star Wars character did J.J. Abrams stick into Star Trek Into Darkness 2 years before making The Force Awakens? And it's a character?
It is.
Interesting. I look forward to the answer for this. You have intrigued me.
I've piqued your interest.
You really have. What character did Simon Pegg play in The Force Awakens?
There we go.
I heard a lot of gasps. Do you need a name, or will you take that guy?
We need a name. I mean, it's a pretty Star Wars centric place to not get that.
True.
But
Everybody's got a
that
name.
was my little more J.J. Abrams crossover with Scotty playing a character in, because Simon Pegg played Scotty in Star Trek.
Right, but that's not the...
That's not the question. The question is, what did he play in The Force Awakens?
Right. But he's not the answer to 3, is he?
No. No.
You
The
broke
answer to
my
3
brain for a second.
Answer to 3 is an actual Star Wars character
Is in
appears
Star
on
Trek?
screen in Star Trek Into Darkness.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a little Easter egg they stuck in there to make people like me go swing.
Number 5, what Force Awakens character was inspired by a hip-hop album?
That would be the character's name. J.J. Abrams, big fan of this particular group.
Yes, that's right. I remember this, man. What Force Awakens character was inspired by a hip-hop album? We just took the Kessel Run together, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. If you have answered all of those questions and written them down on your little pink houses, hold them up in the air. Big Daddy Jimmy V, Nate, they will collect these from you.
You said little pink houses. What's that?
Little pink houses for you and me. The cards are pink this week. Huh?
Some of the cards are pink.
I was just getting all sorts of slangy with it, man.
Okay, well.
I was acting like a hep cat. I was being hipster. My bad.
You brought a little fun into it.
I did.
Into a very brain-busting round for some folks.
I wear a lot of jackets now.
Yes?
So I've been wearing a lot of pins.
Mm-hmm.
So I got into like, oh shit. Like I've collected pins my whole life, but I haven't worn them in years because I haven't worn a jacket. So when I went to Disneyland, like that's all they fucking do now is sell pins, right? There's
Right.
like that whole pin trade. I bought so many fucking pins. Like it was crazy. I bought a bunch of pins. I had no idea that I would walk away with as many pins as I bought. My
Have it
kid
out-
was making fun of me, and she loves Disney. And still, she was just like, that's an awful lot of pins.
Yes. That's going to be a 60-pound jacket based on the number of pins
I'm not going to wear them all at once. That is everybody handed in their cards. We're going to count 5 seconds, then end this god-awful round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck the Kessel Run. It's over. Put your hands together, folks. All right, Andy. The cell block in episode 4 is a reference to what George Lucas film? I'm going to say THX 1138.
Robert Duvall in THX 1138. Cell block 1138.
I'm gonna jump.
Bush League,
I'm
man.
gonna jump in before the internet yells at you. So cell block is actually AA23. Luke Skywalker says prisoner transfer from cell block 1138 when the lieutenant asks, what are they doing with Chewbacca? Where are you taking this thing? Luke says, prisoner transfer from cell block 1138.
If you didn't already own this bar, you would win those sneakers, man.
Anyway, so now the internet doesn't have to yell at you because
He saved your ass.
Yes.
But
so
we know what you're looking for. But
everybody knows
we were
what
looking
we're
for
looking
THX
The cell block that he
1138.
talks about.
But
that
what
Luke
happens if they
mentions.
write the real cell block on the answer? 'Cause technically,
Jimmy?
they are right.
We will take both answers. Would you go tell those guys?
Sweet.
Thank
Look at
you.
He saved your ass. Here we go. Number 2. According to George Lucas at a 2015 convention, who or what is Jar Jar Binks based on?
Anybody get this one? Goofy. Goofy.
He said that publicly?
He said that. He said, I love Goofy and I love Jar Jar Binks, was how he ended that speech. And then everyone sat there with their mouths open for 2 days.
Like, now it makes sense. Goofy.
Yes, can you imagine? Misa Garsh.
Misa Garsh. All right, number 3. What Star Wars character did J.J. Abrams stick into Star Trek Into Darkness 2 years before Force Awakens?
R2-D2.
Is he where?
During a battle scene, the debris floats by the control room window, and part of the debris is R2-D2.
11 minutes, 12 seconds in?
It's at 11 minutes and 12 seconds.
Good to know. All right.
That should have been the question.
Number 4, what character did Simon Pegg play in The Force Awakens? He played the big suit guy, but I don't know.
The big fat guy, Unkar Plutt. Unkar Plutt. We got some Unkar Plutt fans over here.
What was his name?
Unkar Plutt.
So you needed the exact name.
Well, that's his name.
No doubt. So
Man
you
Plutzkin.
guys clapped. You
Yeah.
knew it.
Yeah.
Everyone else was dead silent. So
Yes.
I feel like you guys might have the corner of the market on that one.
Yeah.
Wow, Unkar Plutt?
Unkar Plutt. Old Man Plutt's kid.
That one's what? Ooh.
Yes. There's a
right.
judgment to be made there.
Okay, so then the last, let me see, question was, what Force Awakens character was inspired by a hip-hop album, Hello Nasty, or what was it?
Hello Nasty by the Beastie Boys.
Yes.
And they took the first letter off of each name and made it Elo Asti.
That's it.
So Elo Asti, and the trivia, a lot of people thought that he was referencing the show Lost. Elo Asti. But it was not. It was actually from the Beastie
This
Boys.
is kind of a twofer at the end of the day.
And
All right,
we-
man, that was the answers to the Kessel round. We have Kessel Run round. We have 2 winners
No,
here. So I will take a representative.
We do not have 2 winners.
We don't?
That was an incorrect answer. It needed a judgment from the line judge, and I am saying we have 1 winner, and it is Qui-Gon Gin and Tonic, ladies and gentlemen.
Qui-Gon Gin and Tonic! Come get your shoes, man. You won some BB-8s. Well done.
Nicely done.
Congratulations.
Good job, sir.
You guys are cleaning the fuck up. Okay, round 9, folks, is the Funko Pop round. Pop me in the mouth, man. What you're going to win in this round is a signed Kevin Smith pop from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash comic book store out in Red Bank, New Jersey. It is it's yours for the taking if you get this round correct, man. The Funko Pop round or Pop Me in the Mouth round is all pop culture questions.
Pop culture question.
So what is the...
There's no theme. We jump around. We want to be current in the last year or so.
It's a potpourri of pop
if
culture.
you will. It's a toss-up.
Here we go. Number 1, phones down, pens up. What did Mark Bridges win at the Oscars this year for having the shortest acceptance speech? I remember this. They gave out a prize for the shortest acceptance speech.
It's not the Oscar. It is another prize.
What did Mark Bridges win at the Oscars this year for having the shortest acceptance speech? It was a gag that a running gag that they had that was not that great. Number 2, what is Alec Baldwin's wife's first name?
She's got a young wife. She's got a pretty famous name, and we will see if people know it.
I don't know it at all. What is Alec Baldwin's wife's first name? Number 3, where did Lindsay Lohan open her new bar?
All right,
I
a lot of
only
pencil
know-
action on this one.
I only know this because we talked about it on Babylon this weekend,
Yeah.
just recently. Where did Lindsay Lohan open her new bar?
You're saying that if people here listen to Hollywood Babylon, they'd be able to get all the answers in this one correct?
They might, man. We talk about pop culture there quite a bit. Hollywood Babylon, ladies and gentlemen, at the Hollywood Improv every Friday and or Saturday night. Number 4, who wrote the Aretha Franklin hit Respect? We're about to learn something. I didn't know this, really.
Yes, and he recorded it first.
It's a guy.
It is a guy.
He's narrowed it down. Who wrote the Aretha Franklin hit Respect? And he recorded it before Aretha Franklin?
Yes, and she stole it from. She took it and made it her own.
With the
With his blessing.
spelling and everything, like
Yeah.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Wow, she really made it her own. And number 5, what character did Brad Pitt play in Deadpool 2?
Brad Pitt
I
in
just
Deadpool
watched this
2.
again on home video, so I know this answer. What character did Brad Pitt play in Deadpool 2? Fun movie.
Very fun movie. One of my favorites.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I didn't like it as much as the first one, but
X-Force.
X-Force, yeah, that was fun. There it is, folks. Round 9, Funko Pop
All
round.
right, we're
Pop me in
starting
the
to
mouth.
hand in those cards.
We're all done, man. If you hand in those cards, we'll start telling you what the correct answers to all those questions were. If you're done filling out your card, hold it up, and Nate will grab it. Big Daddy Jimmy V, he'll grab it. Talking about your cards,
Right there, Nate.
collecting cards
Collect them. Don't trade them.
to go figure out who the winners are. But you're all winners in all of our hearts, but we got to pick somebody to get the questions right. Is that it? Counting down 5 seconds, folks. 5,
right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck it, it's over. Put your hands together. We did it. Human endeavor. Round 9, folks. Number 1 question. What did Mark Bridges win at the Oscars this year for having the shortest acceptance speech? Jet ski, correct?
He won a Kawasaki jet ski, and Sea-Doo is not correct. Kawasaki jet ski.
So you wouldn't accept.
I'm not taking Sea-Doo.
No ski.
I'm not taking Sea-Doo from nobody.
I feel you, man. Number 2. All right, pipe down. Number 2. Don't jump out of your manager bag. What is Alec Baldwin's wife's first name? What a weird question. What were you?
Her name is hilarious. Her name is Hilaria.
Is that
Her
right?
first name is Hilaria.
Did people know that? Did you guys get that?
There's a lot
You
of-
knew it? That's like an Us magazine kind of factoid. Did you pick that up from like home? Why'd you grab that?
Once you hear her name, you don't forget.
It's true. I'll never forget now. Number 3. Where did Lindsay Lohan open her new bar?
The Greek island of Mykonos. Mykonos.
She's doing a kind of
Greece is not close enough.
Mamma Mia thing over there.
She is. Here
Open-
she goes again.
Yeah. Who wrote the Aretha Franklin hit Respect?
That'd be Otis Redding. Otis Redding wrote that song,
that
recorded
right?
it first, and when she sang it and he heard her recording before it was released, he said, "It's not my song anymore."
So it was he. Did he ever release it?
He did release it, actually, yes. You
Wow.
can listen to it, but she is the one that really made it huge.
Wow, Otis Redding. And then number 5, what character did Brad Pitt play in Deadpool 2?
And I think you know this one, Kevin.
It was the invisible one,
Vanisher.
the Vanisher.
The Vanisher. For a brief moment, when he's electrocuted,
You see
there's old Brad Pitt smiling at the camera.
All right, man. We jumped all over with that category. Well done, Andy. Put your hands together for Andy McElfresh.
Why,
man.
I don't...
That one was
okay, I'll take it.
it was windy. Like a lot of the other ones are all themed and stuff like that, but that one was so.
You have to use all parts of your brain.
You did. You used every part, even the tongue. All right. Is that just one?
One correct card, and we will
Wow,
find
man.
out.
We will take a representative from the following team because that team won.
And that team is Zuckus and Boss.
Zuckus and Boss K, as
Zuckus
Andy once
And
said.
Boss K.
You're walking away with a little pop in the mouth. Well
Congratulations.
done, man.
Congratulations.
All right, folks, we're at the last round, the most important round. This is the shirt off my back round. The winner of this round is going to win this shirt that I'm wearing right now. You're going to walk away with this fine tuxedo jersey of mine, man. The very first one I ever made in this style. I got another one at home, but this one will be yours.
It's a one of a kind, but almost.
Yes. It is literally a one of a kind, but I got another one. It's like I'm not giving it.
See what I'm going with this?
Fair enough. Round 10, show off my background. The questions, the answers all have to do with back.
Yes.
Usually. So
Yes.
explain this one.
Well,
what happened? Did your voice just crack there, Junior? You're like, yes.
Well, so oftentimes, like, we picked the movie Backdraft, and we've picked Jim Backus, the very, very famous and well-known, and all of his life well-known things.
Yes.
And in this case, I'm calling this little game, because you like to make these hard, Behind the Colon. And what this is sequels where the name of the movie comes first, a colon, and then something with back in it. Okay? And a good example of that would be Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
So where's the colon there? Star Wars.
Where's Episode 5, colon,
The Empire.
The Empire Strikes Back. So get behind those colons. We are...
You went a long way for that, but I applaud that kind of shoe leather on that joke. Give it up for Andy, man. He made a dirty joke. Okay.
No joke too small.
No, not at all. All right, so these sequels have back in their title after the colon, name the movie. So I read that, and then they have to tell. They have to write.
Tell the
movie.
franchises the first movie name.
Here we go. Number 1, folks. Back in the Habit. Everybody. better
Movie
get
title,
this.
colon, Back in the Habit.
We're looking for what happened before the colon.
Yes.
Number
Like
2.
the small intestine, if you will.
Well, before the
That's
colon.
right
Is that
before
what
the
it would
colon,
be?
yeah.
If you're on the inside. If you're on the outside, before the colon is, may I?
Wow.
Well, it's a matter of
I
perspective.
see.
Number 2, Back in Business. Back in
business.
business.
Thinking about a movie with a number of different, in this case, 2 different films.
It's ringing a bell, but I can't remember. This one is, I'm confounded on. Number 3, Spike's Back.
And I only put this in because I saw this movie.
Did you? You paid
Yes.
to see it in a movie theater?
I got a copy of it. And it was not an Oscar
Choke that
screener.
out like you were-
It was
like
not
you were
an Oscar
ashamed.
screener.
Spike's Back is the movie, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, Back in Action.
Back in Action.
God, that sounds so generic. It could be any number
Famous
of
big
sequels.
movie.
Back in Action. And number 5, boy, you make this. This is a hard one, right? They make it very hard to win this shirt. Number 5, Back in Training.
Back in training. So evidently some sort of group of people who
You got to laugh at Nate for that one. He
Trained.
knows what it is.
they've trained
There
in
it
some
is,
way, and
man.
now they're back in training.
Number 1, Back in the Habit. Number 2, Back in Business. Number 3, Spike's Back. Number 4, Back in Action. Number 5, Back in Training. That is the end of the shirt off my background, ladies and gentlemen. If you finish filling out your card, hold it in the air. Big Daddy Jimmy V, or perhaps Nate, will collect it. They'll bring it into the back, which is really the front. They'll tabulate the fuck out of it. And the winner of this round is going to walk away with this jersey, this very jersey that I'm wearing right now. In fact, if you give me a Sharpie, I'll sign it. JC, you got a Sharpie laying around? You got one? I'll take it. Thank you. You can whip it here. If it hits me in the eye, so be it. Thank you. I'm going to sign this shit right now, folks. Kevin Smith, right down my titties. It's waiting for you, man. Thank you.
Nicely done. Thank you, sir.
We collect all cards.
All the cards are in.
This round is about to end in 5,
5,
4, 3.
One more, Nate.
2, 1. Oh, it's over.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands
Wait.
together.
We have one more card. All right. Thank you, JC. Thank you so much.
All right, man. I want these. I don't know a lot of these. I need your help. I need your leadership. Number 1, Back in the Habit. Easily Sister Act 2.
Sister Act 2, ladies
Sister
and gentlemen.
Act 2 is the answer to number 1.
Sister Act 2.
Number 2, Back in Business.
Barbershop 2.
Ah.
Barbershop 2. Back in business. We have a barbershop fan up front.
Number 3, Spike's Back.
I am ashamed to say I watched this movie. It is Air Bud. Spike's Back. And let me tell you the plot. Gabrielle Reese meets Air Bud and
Gabrielle
teaches him how she's a famous volleyball player and teaches him to play volleyball. So now instead of playing basketball, he's now able to spike the ball with his little golden retriever nose.
They took that dog in a lot of directions, man.
Yes.
He was truly a
But it also starred the
athlete.
great Edie McClurg, who was Mrs. Stimpleton on Rocket Power. So I watched that movie.
You worked with Edie McClure?
I did.
Wow. She's the, Ferris Bueller, of course.
Yes, of course.
All right, and number 4, back in action.
That would be Looney Tunes back in action. There we go. Looney Tunes back in action. The Jenna Elfman plays the bad guy in that movie.
That's right. It was fairly recent, right? Like the last 10 years or something?
It feels like it's still too soon.
And then number 5, back in training. This made Nate laugh out loud.
Where do you train? Why, at a police academy. That's where.
Police Academy. There it is, man. We've gone through it and stuff, and now we're just waiting for the results to come in. I mean, I guess the sky's the limit for coming up with back categories, but what are you going to
It's
do
actually
next
not the limit. It's
Yeah,
actually a very limited category.
I would imagine there's a glass ceiling on it. Just one winner? Ooh. One winner, ladies and gentlemen, is going to walk away with the shirt that I'm wearing on my back. This team needs to send a representative up here. Andy's going to tell you what it is.
And that team is Solo. Solo. Nicely done. Good job. Good job.
Get out of here. Where from? Brick? He's from where I'm from. We're from the same state. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Now, at the end of this thing with 10 rounds, we've got winners for each round, but that also means that there's a winner for the entire game. Is that correct?
That's correct. We have actually 2 prizes to give away at the end. The first one being the wooden spoon. And we had asked JC if he has a wooden spoon. I can see him sprinting around the bar. The wooden spoon is given to the team that sucked the most.
Yes. Wooden spoon goes to the team that lost.
Not the team with the fewest correct answers, the ones with the most wrong answers. Oh, look at that. Little rave sticks for you.
3, here, give me a Sharpie, I'll sign them. The booby prize is 3 signed glowing sticks. How do they work, man? And what are they for?
They have to play off. Okay.
Don't give this away. This is cool. You're going to win this shit if you're the worst in the room. Oh, there's different speeds. This is good shit, man. You're going to win a pretty good prize, better than the real one. Here we go. Tell them who the bad...
You're going to love it a lot more if you won the raw round. I can say that. Okay, who wins the wooden spoon this week? Why, it's the guy from Montreal. The guy from Montreal. Come on over. Guy from Montreal, and collect your winnings. Your earnings, your giveaways.
Were you by yourself?
Yes.
Are you
Hence
from
the
Montreal?
guy from Montreal?
Failed by myself.
Oh, well, you did it, sir. You did it alone.
You walk away with 3 sticks. Take all 3, man. You'll make friends instantly. Look how fun that is. Give it up for a man, a guy
Nicely
from
done.
Quebec. And now there's a real winner, isn't there? Somebody that won the most rounds of the
Not
day.
so fast, Kevin Smith. There's 2 teams that tied for first.
So wait, what do we do?
We have to do a runoff.
So in this dramatic, really they have to
This
face
is a
each other?
dramatic finish to our exciting game.
This is exciting. All right, so 2 teams have come in.
They each have to send a representative up to face each other off.
How many wins did they have apiece before we bring them up? Let's pull
Each
the
won
tappy.
2 rounds out of 10.
All right, so I could probably guess who these cats are.
Do it.
One of them would be Zuckus and Boss K,
That's it.
or Boss, and the other would be Quizivore Dogs.
I'm sorry, it's Qui-Gon Gin and Tonic.
Qui-Gon Gin and Tonic. I knew it was a Qui-Some. We'll take a representative from each one of those teams. Come up here, man. Congratulations. Congratulations.
This is going to be a tough one. Neither of you guys played in the Spielberg face-off round. So I want to do that. I want to do that category again.
Okay. This
Yeah.
is what you're playing for. It's the Edumacation challenge coin, the Eduma challenge coin. Right now, it's made of wood, like a wooden nickel and stuff. But of course, once our metal coins come in, you could replace it with that as
That is correct.
Or
Or if
you
you
can
love
hold
the
on to
handcrafted
this.
by myself version, you can keep that.
This
instead.
enables the winner to do what, Andy?
Why, every time they come to the Scum Villainy Cantina to play our game, they get all 10 rounds of question cards for free.
You never have to pay again. And I believe there's, 3 teams here
3
today
teams
doing
have
it?
them. We're rapidly running out of making money on this
3
stuff.
teams playing this week. play it for free because they got these, man. So you guys are going to be playing for this. And this is the back and forth game?
It is.
So it's the word association kind of game. You will have 3 seconds to respond between. If you don't beat the clock, then the other guy wins. Category is?
Spielberg movies.
Starting
We're going to
here.
get through this.
Go.
Always. Warhorse. Ready Player One. Lincoln. Jaws. Sugarland Express. E.T. Duel.
And, oh, man! Give it up for the winner. He did it! Excellent job. The Edgeman Challenge coin is yours, my friend. You can trade it in for the metal one when they're done, or you can keep the wooden one. That's yours. What does it enable them to do?
It enables them to come back and play with us anytime for free.
There you go. Give it up for the big winner, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, oh boy, that was fucking good, man. That was some good shit.
Yeah.
That was nice to see, and
Even
I
if
learned
it was
some
a
things.
hard question, finding out that Donald Trump was going to play the president in Sharknado 3 was all worthwhile.
It's something worth knowing. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good time today. None of this is possible without JC and the good folks here at the Scum and Villainy Cantina. Give it up for them, ladies and gentlemen. And we would literally have nothing to talk about if the quiz master didn't do his job. For 6 hours of questions, give it up for Professor Andrew McElfresh. And that is Edumacation for this week. I'm Kevin Smith.
And I'm Andy McElfresh.
And you have been edumacated. Good night, everybody.